Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, that you may know as the Mighty Firehawk or the Mighty Mix Spammer. I used to make videocasts for the Red Alert free section on gamereplays.org, and I'm now making videocasts for Command & Conquer free section. I'm actually an administrator over there, and now I decided that I want to try and make a videocast for StarCraft 2. I recently got my beta key, so I hope that now I'm familiar with the game enough to tell you what is going on and stuff. This is my first videocast for StarCraft 2, so keep in mind I'm a newbish player. I may be in a gold league, but I am still a noob in my opinion. And I really will not bring you that much of strategy guides, at least for now. So please simply enjoy the game while I'm trying to make my first commentary of StarCraft 2. Thank you. And we are starting with the players. We've got two players over here. We've got the Apollo playing as Red Terran in the lower left side of the map, fighting against over there. Oh, that was some gory over here. Fighting against Meat Tokyo, or simply Meat. I don't know. Let's call him Meat, who is playing as Blue Zerg in the upper right side of the map. So as you can see, Meat is starting with his aerial drone, scouting the opponent. Looks like it is indeed going for the right position. No, it is going to get to this Zelnaga watchtower first, and then it is probably going to look out exactly where Apollo is. No, it is actually going for another Zelnaga watchtower, and it is going to stay here and look for possible SCVs. And there we go, first SCV from the Apollo coming in, and it will reveal Meat that his opponent is hidden in the lower left side of the map. So that's all he needs to know. Now he will get his drone, but it will actually not make it into the enemy's base, because as you can see, Apollo has indeed made a wall off, and this drone can only, deal a tiny but a bit amount of damage to this supply depot, but nothing really that, important. And meanwhile, as you can see, Meat is actually going for a fast expansion. This is something that right now is really commonly used in StarCraft 2. I've seen lots and lots of players, I mean Zerg players of course, that have been going for their second hatchery before the spawning pool. I, to be honest, never played Zerg in StarCraft 2 yet, except a single warm-up match against AI, which is stupid as you know. So I know pretty much nothing about Zerg, but yeah, it's kinda interesting to see people going for the hatchery before spawning pool, because you know that spawning pool does allow you to get your queen, and queen of course can spawn those precious larvas on your hatchery. So I'm kinda curious about this build order. We are going to see if it works or not. As you can see, Apollo is actually having some scouts inside the opponent's base. He knows about the spawning pool. He probably also knows about this expansion. Let's see if he ever had a chance. Yeah, he definitely had the chance to see it. As you can see, it was in range of sight, so he definitely knows what is going on. And for those that are wondering, I made this little trick over here by pressing V. So if you want to do this trick, simply press V and you will see everything that the player sees without having to, click this thing. Oh, it's probably much faster, but I don't care, I simply press V. Anyway, as you can see, Apollo is going for a fast starport. This is interesting. Oh, and he's got a lot of hotkeys. So, fast starport, I'm pretty sure he will try to go for either Vikings or Banshees, which is pretty obvious to be honest, and I shouldn't pretend to be smart by saying that, but oh well, I just said I think that he's rather going for Banshees in order to harass the opponent a little bit, but Vikings can also be quite a dangerous way to harass the enemy. However, I still don't think they are as effective as Banshees. That said, to be honest, most of my games were Protoss mirrors, so I don't know that much against the other races. I only recently got my beta key. I mean, it's less than a week ago. Anyway, as you can see, Meat has got his double queens. He's got a single extractor put on, and he's got a roach weapon right away, which is very important, and he's putting an evolution chamber, so seems like he is indeed going for the upgrades for his rotors. Imagine even more armor on those stuff things. I hate those. Actually, I do not really hate those, because as I said, I didn't play that much with games against Zerg. I play mostly against Protoss so far, by accident of course, and there is a Viking. So unlike I predicted, it is a Viking going on from Apollo instead of Airy Banshee. So this is going to be interesting to see. As I said, I'm not a perfect strategy player, but I really expected to see some kind of Banshee instead of Viking. However, as you know, Viking can make this little Transformers trick and indeed can turn into a ground mode when it can actually be a very decent harassment unit. I'm not sure if it is bad. Let's have a quick check actually. It deals 10 damage and +4 versus armored. The drones are not armored, of course, and has double attack, so it actually deals 20 damage. Meanwhile, Banshee, forgive me this little pause, but I'm simply curious. And maybe it would teach those of you that don't have the beta yet as well. There it is. Meanwhile, Banshee deals 12 damage and has 2 attacks, so it is definitely a better way to harass the opponent. So I believe that I didn't check how fast it was. Well, so I can't really tell what is faster. But possibly, it is possible that Viking is simply faster and that's why Apollo got it. Also, it is possible that it is cheaper, but once again, I do not really know it, because I do not play Terran or Zerg at all. So as we can see, Meat has got his first roach out, actually a couple of roaches, and I think it is safe to right now switch to the unit stat. I really should use this thing as often as possible, but you know, I still have got to get used to this kind of... Oh, and there we go, Viking encountering this queen from the opponent and safely got away, while also letting Meat know that Apollo is going for the air. At least he's got one air unit and he's making some Banshees finally. And where are they? Well, there's a single Banshee, so... Oh, actually I should have the unit stats to know that there is a Banshee. Forgive me those stupidness, I promise to make better in future videocasts. Anyway, I really should entertain you a little bit more as I used to in my previous videocasts from other games, but you know, this is my first time with StarCraft 2 as a videocaster, so I really have to get used to. Let's have a quick look at the production stats, and as you can see, oh, there was an upgrade going on, and it is actually a grand upgrade for the Zerg units, I mean the ranged grand upgrade, whatever, and now this robot has even more powerful attacks. And well, it still didn't get any upgrade for the armor, but there is a level 2 upgrade for Zerg missile weapons, so this guy really wants to have his army as powerful as possible. Let's have the unit stats open, and as you can see, there are 2 Banshees. I do not know, well, they do not have the cloak ability yet, so they are pretty vulnerable to those queens that right now are going to try and intercept them. Let's see who can actually win this fight, and this is very loud. I think I should make it a little bit more quiet, but as you can see, a single queen goes down along with 1 Banshee, and it seems like those 2 Banshees would be able to take out this queen as well. At least that's what I think. I might be wrong once again, but it doesn't really matter, because taking out even a single queen is going to be a big blow for the Zerg player, as he needs those queens in order to spawn those additional larvas, and this queen is right now not doing so. Both hatchery and the lair need some more larvas, and well, there we go, it is actually going to do something, and there we go, Hydrisk on the battlefield. So as you can see, Meat is really aware of this problem from the opponent and is going to spam a couple of Hydrisks. That's why we saw this Zerg missile upgrade, which is indeed going to be very useful. And sorry, but I think this is still might be a little bit too loud. Bear with me while I'm trying to do all this stuff. Tell me what you think. I think I will just go to the sound, and where is the sound effect? Yeah, there we go. I think I will put it to 70%.